This is question 17 from Module 2 Hard of Bluebook Practice Test number 5. The graph of the linear function y equals f of x plus 19 is shown. If c and d are positive constants, which equation could define f? Now, taking a look at the answer choices, all of them are written as a linear function, essentially y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And since c and d are always considered to be positive constants, then that means if there's a negative sign in front of d, then that would mean it has a y-intercept that is negative. And similarly, if c has a negative sign in front of it, then that means the slope would be negative. And all the different answer choices are the different combinations of a positive slope or a negative slope, a positive y-intercept, and a negative y-intercept. So let's see how to determine which one is the equation for f of x. If we know the graph shown is f of x plus 19. That plus 19 indicates that the original function, wherever it was graphed, it was shifted up 19 units to get the graph that is shown here. So if the original graph intersected the y-axis at 13, or if the shown graph intersects the y-axis at 3, that means if it was shifted up 19, the original graph had to pass the y-axis at negative 16, since negative 16 plus 19 gets us 3. So the original graph intercepted the y-axis all the way down here. We can use this same relationship for the other points. However, because the slope of the line is going to stay the same, because this plus 19 only affects the y-intercept, the slope of the line is going to be the same. It would just have been shifted down on the graph. So this over here is what the equation for f of x would have looked like on the graph. Same slope, but the y-intercept would have been a negative value. Since the y-intercept is a negative value, we know that the correct answer has to have a negative d. So it would not be b or d. And then the slope is also negative. So that means the value of c should also be negative. And the only equation that has a negative y-intercept and a negative slope is choice A. Therefore, answer choice A is correct.